Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the Periodic channel. I'm doing a movie diary. This is my 11th. This is going to cover multiple days. Um, strap in. I'm going to be talking about 5 movies. And, yeah. To start off, we're going to be talking about um, The Warriors from 1979. Great movie. I was absolutely floored with how good it was. It's a movie that's very famous in pop culture, but I had personally never seen it before. Watching it was really eye opening. I understood why so many pieces of media um, reference it, including the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Um, um, which actually was described to me by a friend as essentially being a PG version of the Warriors. Which, yeah, I'm kind of inclined to agree. I also understood how they managed to make a video game out of it, because I feel like that material was very easy to adapt into a video game. Um, but yeah, really, really, really good movie though. It was really, really good. The acting was really good. Um, the writing was really good. I really enjoyed it a lot more than I expected. Yeah. And then the next day was the Addams Family Values, which, if you've seen my video on the Addams Family, you know how I stand on that. The Addams Family Values is a significantly better movie in every way. The acting is phenomenal. The writing is really good. Um, the scene where, um, where, um, there's this scene where the kids get put into a cabin and one of them sees a Michael Jackson poster and starts screaming. We were all chuckling at that. It was a really really fucking funny scene. Um, and Yeah, the movie is just overall really good. It's way stronger than the movie it's a sequel to. It doesn't have. One of my friends brought up the fact that it doesn't have the Fester amnesia elements to it, and so it doesn't feel as much of a drag as a result. I'm inclined to agree, but it also doesn't have that section that the first movie does, where the Addamses get kicked out of their house. It's just a really well structured, really well made movie. Um, and then after that was Throw Momma from the Train, which stars Billy Crystal, Danny DeVito. I really enjoyed that one. I watched that one with my mom, and it was a lot of fun. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did, but honestly, the comedy element to it was phenomenal. The I haven't really discussed the plots of these. So basically, the plots of each of these movies so far: the Warriors, basically this gang called the Warriors, they get blamed for a murder, and as a result, the rest of the movie follows them as they try to prove that they didn't do it, essentially. Um, and then the Addams Family Values, Fester falls in love with a woman who is taking advantage of him. Meanwhile, Wednesday and Pugsley get sent off to summer camp. This all after Morticia had another baby. And then the woman, Debbie, takes Fester away from the Addams, and that causes a lot of problems for the Addams. Um, and then with Throw Mama from the Train, Danny DeVito's character is he's essentially kind of obsessed with his teacher, kind of, and his teacher hates his ex-wife. So what Danny DeVito's character does is he kills her, um, and um, asks his teacher to do the same for his mom. This leads to some wacky hijinks. It's a very shallow, bare bones plot, but it leads to a lot of really funny moments. Um, it leads to probably like definitely really funny stuff. I really enjoyed it. Um, Billy Crystal was just specifically phenomenally funny in it. Danny DeVito did a really good job with directing it. Um, and yeah, I'd say it was a funny movie personally. Uh, and then after that is Corpse Bride. Tim Burton's um, kind of spiritual follow up to um, both The Nightmare Before Christmas and James and the Giant Peach. Neither of which he actually directed. Animated by Laika, technically before they were even called Laika. I really enjoy Corpse Bride. It's one of my favorite movies. I watched it on a date, and just every time. So the plot of the Corpse Bride is basically a guy gets into an arranged marriage and he's really nervous about it. This leads to him messing up the marriage recital. And he ends up getting it perfect in the woods, but it causes him to effectively be married to a corpse, hence the title. And yeah, it's a movie I personally enjoy. I'm not particularly fond of Tim Burton. I'm not particularly fond of Johnny Depp. I'm not particularly fond of Danny Elfman, but I can't be like they're not talented because they very much are. Corpse Bride is a good movie, at least as far as I'm concerned. Because I know there are a ton of people out there who don't really care for it. But as far as I'm concerned, I really enjoyed the movie. My date enjoyed it. And yeah, it was just it was it was good. As usual, I ended up crying, which is a little bit embarrassing to admit for a movie that a lot of people think is okay at best. And as for the fifth and final movie, give me a second. I want to be sure I get the title on this right. Horus, Prince of the Sun. This is a pre-Ghibli movie from Isao Takahata, one of the co-founders of Studio Ghibli, and I think it's really good. The animation was really good. Sorry. It's the animation was really good. The acting was really good. It was interesting to see. I haven't personally seen any of Takahata's Ghibli movies, so I didn't really have too much to go off of in terms of my expectations, but I still really enjoyed it. The animation was just absolutely phenomenal. The animation was the best part of the movie. Sitting there, I felt like the plot was kind of weak. It felt like that like a lot of it just kind of existed for stuff to kind of just happen, but at the same time it was one of those things where you kind of don't particularly care, because it was mostly about the animation, and the animation was really good. And yeah, That is all I really have to say about that, though. Yeah, overall, pretty good movies in terms of my personal opinion.